But if you look at my career as a whole, and even just my career as a whole, like I've always seemed to go the opposite direction of the crowd. It's not that I try to do it. It's just part of my makeup. It's just part of the way things have happened. So this was just another situation where when I put everything on the table, it made sense. And there's nothing wrong with taking risk if it's calculated and if you've considered everything, and we considered everything, and it was the right kind of risk to take. But I don't think it was some kind of risk that was just out of this world or anything like that. I mean, this is a company that is moving quickly in the sport of boxing. They bring a lot to the table outside of just the boxing, from the kind of audience they can bring to viewership, regardless of what network you're on. The way they promote an event, and I think people are gonna see that from my fight June 20th in Oakland. It's just another level. Rock Nation is a machine, simply put, and I had no problem signing up for that. And they really wanted me, and that spoke volumes to me.
Does that put any added pressure on you, so to speak, just knowing that you're basically their flagship fighter, and a lot of their success is going to depend on your success as well?
I mean, it's nothing I haven't dealt with. It's nothing I haven't dealt with. It's always pressure. It's different kinds of pressures. There's different levels of pressure, but I've been dealing with pressure since I've been 13, 14 years old. I've been fortunate, man, I haven't lost a fight since I've been like 14 years old. And you got to realize the kind of pressure that is on my shoulders, from tournament to tournament, fight to fight, and even turning pro. Like, me and Don were talking about this the other day. Like, when I first got a chance to fight for a world title, like, it was big, and it was it was a world title fight, but like every fight was a world title fight for me. When my pro debut was the Super Bowl for my opponent. And it's been like that before I had a belt. It's like that after I got a belt. So I've dealt with that kind of pressure my whole career. It's just part of it. And if you can't deal with those certain levels of the pressure, you're not going to get to the top, and you're not going to be able to stay at the top. You got to learn how to deal with it. So yeah, it's pressure, but it's nothing we haven't dealt with.
Is it a case of where the pressure is kind of your motivation? I
mean, it pushes me to perform. Like, it drives me. It pushes me to perform. I had pressure in my last fight. I had pressure to fight before that. It's just, it's always there. Pressure is not even something we really talk about anymore, because it's so part of the game. Like, I got pressure on me every day in the gym to perform. I got 3, 4, 5 young guys in here trying to make a name for themselves. Like, I can ill afford to have a bad day in the gym. So it's pressure every day, So it's just part of my job. It's part of what I do, and you learn to embrace it, and you learn to. It's either gonna drive you, or it's gonna stop you from doing what you need to do, and I try to let it drive me.